crappy, I feel crappy. So that's why I look so crappy. But um, as you can probably tell from the title and the thumbnail, part of what this is about. So I just wanted to show you guys something that I eat, which is beans. I make these myself. I buy the beans in the bag. I cook them in the pressure cooker, and I just create delicious beans. And it's all healthy, and it's really good for constipation, digestive health, and lots of other things, vitamins, nutrients, and things like that. So um, I I'll show that to you again. So this is what this is. It's a combination, really. You can see that there's a bunch of red beans, but then there's like other beans that look a little different. And what that is I took, it was like a 15, I think it was 15, 16, one of those bean soups that have all of those. And I made red beans, and I made those beans, and then I just put them in separate containers, but I put them together when I warm them up to have them for like lunch, or even if I have some with dinner or something like that. So that's just an example of something that I eat. And I think it's going well. I allow myself 1 day a week to cheat, which means that I'm not completely depriving myself of foods that aren't necessarily as healthy for me, but I don't overindulge that way. It's like I get a little bit, and it's like, okay, cool. And then I go back, and my body, I think, over because I've been doing this for several months now. I think what since March. I don't know. It's been a while, maybe even longer than that. Um, and I'm finding that the more that I cook at home, I make it homemade, the more I would prefer to eat food this way rather than buy it at the store. Some things I still use from the store because I haven't been able to get into canning and things like that, which is a segue into the medical issues, which is the other portion of this. So I've been having issues with my back in pain. I'm sure you can tell. I'm looking at my face. I can tell. I mean, look at me. Jeez. Um, and yes, I could put makeup on and all that stuff, but I'm in so much pain that to me right now, makeup is the last thing on my mind. And I need the doctors to see how I'm actually feeling. And when you put makeup on, you hide the pain and all that stuff. So to me, it's important that they understand I'm not lying about the pain that I feel, and that what I'm going through is real, and I need a little bit of help. I'm doing everything that they can. This week, yes, this week, Thursday, I have a shoulder session with physical therapy, and I think he is going to do the thing where they test your range of motion and all that stuff to see if you are okay to go or if you need a few more sessions. I'm hoping that he'll put in a request for at least another month because I feel like I am set back as to where I was and I need a little bit more time. And I've just did my second or third, can't remember exactly now, um, appointment with my back. And that one is definitely the hardest because I'm in so much pain. So doing all that work on my abdomen and lower back and thighs and butt and abs and the lower back and all that stuff, it's just really hard on me. It feels good at the time, but afterward my body is in so much pain. And I know that there is going to be some pain. I understand that. But I also know that a lot of the pain that I'm feeling is coming from my back. And I've had some issues where I've fallen. My legs have just given out underneath me. Luckily, I was either around a door, a wall, or a person. Um, there were a couple times when I was in the bathroom because it's so slippery in there. I forget, and sometimes I forget to put the little slip-ons I have on, and sometimes my feet slip if I'm trying to get up or whatnot because the pain is so intense that sometimes I need someone to help lift me up off a chair or whatever it is, and or in the bathroom. And so with my legs giving out, um, I went to get I was I went to do something and my legs just slid. And oh, yes, I went to sit down on the toilet and I had socks on and my foot slid and I fell onto the toilet and I hit the the tub is right next to the toilet on the left, and at my arm hit really hard, my left arm, but that's my good arm. And then I don't know. I somehow my right leg knee ended up on the floor, and it was I don't know how I ended up that way, but it's just or it was on or my hand was on the floor. I don't remember exactly how it was, but I did fall a couple of times. I think one of those times I did hit my head. I think so. I'm not sure. Um, but with that stuff that's new, also I have uh, been having the pain in the front um, continuously. When they ask me, "How is your pain? Like, when do you have it?" It is never ending pain, is what it is at this point. Um, Nothing actually gets rid of it. It more like it can kind of lessen it a little, but that's about it. Hey Monique, how are you? How was your Thanksgiving? If you celebrate Thanksgiving. I know some people don't celebrate holidays, and that's totally fine. Um, just celebrate yourself. That's all I ask. You are important. Um, so with that, I had talked to my PCP, and now this might be TMI, so I'm just telling you now. I feel that I still have a UTI. I don't think it ever went away. I think it is still there because I have a lot of pain and all that stuff. Ladies, you probably know what I'm talking about. Maybe some men do too. Um, I am, no, I'm not all right. I'm not. I'm having a hard time. That's exactly what I'm talking about today. So she referred me to a urologist, but I haven't gotten any information about that. That was right before Thanksgiving anyway, so it makes sense I haven't gotten anything about that. Like, it was literally the day before Thanksgiving when I talked to my doctor on the phone about all this. And so I'm going to be sent to a urologist. And then I had my hearing test done. I think I told you guys about that. And they're sending me to I don't know, ear, nose, and throat specialist. They can do like surgeries and all this stuff and whatnot because I'm 35 and my hearing, like the normal top number would be 25. I believe they said I have a 15. That's on the low end. That's not good. So they're sending me to a specialist. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm kind of scared. I don't really want to have surgery on my head or anything, but I don't. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. That's in January. And so back to the back pain and all that stuff. Finally, because I had talked to like everybody else, my counselor, my therapist, my mom, my friend, some my PCP, there could have been other people that I just don't remember, and they all told me to call him. Oh, my physical therapist talked to him too. I think I said him, but um, and I was so nervous to call because of what happened the last time. And I finally did call, and when I got a call back, and I guess with this new information, he said that if he said that if I feel that an injection will be helpful, then he will do it. And I do feel that it will be helpful because they have been helpful. It's just that he got one nerve, but another one was inflamed, and he didn't get that one. And so that is now taken over like a lot. When they asked me pain wise from 0 to 10, what your pain level is at the lowest, I believe I said a 7, and at the highest, it's a 10. And I said, because a lot of times when I'm on the phone, I sound more chipper than I really am. And I'm not. It is a mask because if I start crying, you won't be able to understand me whatsoever. And I don't want to start crying. Sometimes I do cry. Um, Usually it's, at home, alone, away from people. Um, it's not about like pride or anything like that. It's more about me, and I just don't want to seem vulnerable to people, even though I really am. See, there the tears, they're starting to come. I'm glad that you had a great holiday. Yes, God will be with me. Yes, the Lord is always with me. Um, and I believe the Lord is with everybody, whether they believe in it or not. um, but it's so painful to do the physical therapy on my lower half. And I've been stretching, I've been doing all these things. Um, I can't go for my normal walks because it hurts so much. And I do see my foot, not my foot doctor, but my orthopedic doctor, the ones that do inserts and shoes and things. That doctor, it's different from a podiatrist. It's called something else, orthopedist instead of podiatrist. Um, and because my shoes have been killing me. And I gave them the time and all that stuff, and they give you a set of directions and stuff, and I followed them, and my feet and ankles hurt so much when I wear those shoes. So I feel like maybe they might just need to be adjusted. I don't see what would be so wrong with that. But there's just a lot of things happening all at once. And it's really hard. And then on top of it, I'm only getting like at most 4 hours sleep. Um, and at the least, sometimes it's like 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. Sometimes even less. It depends on the situation. If I'm in extreme pain, like last night, I was in so much pain. I use ice packs. Um, I use heat. I use lidocaine. I use stretching. I use deep breathing. I use everything I can think of. Um, and it just keeps me awake all night. And like last night, it was like, I can't even say last night because it wasn't night anymore. It was light out. And I want to say it was like 6 and I finally started to get tired. I guess the pain had started to wear me out enough that I got tired, or my brain, or whatever, and I fell asleep until 8. It was a little before 8, and my son is supposed to start school at 7:45. So, I've been having trouble with that, and it's just a lot. You know, you're so tired, you're in so much pain. All you wanna do is cry, but I don't give up. What I keep doing is I keep doing the exercises. If I'm having a bad day, like a really bad day, I will not do the exercises that day and wait until the next day and do the exercises. And my physical therapist said that is okay. Like if you are physically in a place where you feel that you might hurt yourself, or it's too much, or it's too painful, then don't do it, you know? And I take that advice, but I do my exercises. I eat. I do try to get as much exercise in as I can other than the physical therapy. So I do try to go outside in my yard and like walk around the house and stuff and get some fresh air and stuff like that. Um, just to try to move my body. I've been, like I said, I've been doing a lot of hip stretches and things like that on the floor, leg stretches and all these things. I use the band, I use weights, I use, what do they call it? Those yoga balls, as part of my therapy. Um, I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm also trying to balance my mental health, which isn't so great right now, and it's probably because of all this stuff, partly, other than the fact that you have natural symptoms. Um, I'm starting to feel very depressed by all of this, um, and a little scared of what might happen with my legs. I'm just worried. I'm worried about my legs. I'm worried about, like if I'm by myself and I fall or something and say I'm not near my phone, because contrary to popular belief, my phone isn't attached to my hip. There are times, many, many, many times, I'm like, my phone's in the other room and I'm over there. Like it's not always with me. Um, so, that does worry me. Like if I fall and like say nobody's around, like that scares me. But I'm trying not to think that way. I'm trying not to be negative in that way, but at the same time I feel like these are things I should think about so I can be realistic in terms of, if things happen, there's a plan, something like that. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on. Oh, I'm also, still doing counseling. I'm still in DBT. Um, and I hope that this injection will make it a lot easier to do the physical therapy for my lower back and make it easier for me to walk again, as well as maybe the shoes. And if this doctor says there's nothing wrong with the shoes, I may actually request to go to the person who my son sees. Um, so that is a possibility. We'll see what happens. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to, tell you guys, well, show you something that I eat. This is just one thing. It's beans. Not everyone likes beans, but they're good for you. So, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. Um, And, you know, am I in the big sense of in the big scheme of things, am I okay? Yes. However, there are things that are making it difficult for me to um, live a life that has any meaning in it, that has any happiness to it. Um, and what I mean by that is just, sorry, I'm just trying to fix what is happening here. Go away. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, my vibration was on and it kept zoom, zoom, zoom. What's hurting? Oh, my back, my shoulder, my legs, my butt area. Um, and I'm very, very stiff. Like those muscles, like if you feel down your spine, okay, you've got muscles on each side. Um, and those muscles right there, they feel like what I imagine it would feel like to have rods there, because when I walk very stiffly and I try really hard to relax and I can't. I don't remember the last time my body has been relaxed in a sense of a physical relaxation, not like a mental relaxation or an emotional, but an actual physical, like, oh, I feel like jello today, like, no, that doesn't happen. And I don't remember the last time I felt that way. I'm sure I must have, but I just don't remember. I don't remember. And that's another thing, is my memory. That's been an issue, and I think it's because of just all the pain and everything. Right now, I describe my memory as water. It's like water. You never, it's hard to encapsulate water, isn't it? It's hard to have the same water twice. You know what I mean? It's like no two snowflakes are alike. It's kind of like that. So I'm just doing the best that I can, and I'm doing the best that I can to take care of myself. This is going to be a long journey, but I am here for it, and I am willing to do the hard work that it's going to take to get to where I ultimately want to be. But I'm not looking at it like I'm not always looking at the end goal. I'm always looking at what am I doing today, right now? What will help me today? And as you can see, like my face, okay, it is a little puffy, yes, but that's because I'm in pain and I'm a little bit swollen, but you can see that I'm not as round in the face as I was. I have lost some weight. Like my clothes hang off of me. Um, when I'm swollen, my underwear is a little bit different. Girls understand, you understand what I'm saying. But with like pants and things like that, shirts, even my bras, they're big on me, which is good. And I hope that this continues. But the one thing that I wish is that I am able to go for walks with my dog again and, you know, not be in an extreme amount of pain. I understand I will always have some nerve damage. I understand that I have arthritis on my spine, and that's okay. But not being able to walk, when walking is one of the things that I really love to do, it not only helps me with weight loss, but it helps me with clearing my head. It helps me with feeling good about myself, getting fresh air. It really helps me, and I love it. And it's something that I love to do with Henry J. That's like something we bond over. And he's so sad that I can't go. he looks at me every time, "Are you going?" And sometimes I'll go, but I won't actually go on the walk. I'll just sit in the car. And he doesn't understand why I just sit in the car. But I told him this is a journey and this is part of that journey. There was some setbacks, but you have to work hard when you have a setback to get back to where you were. And you have to have that mindset. And I'm trying really hard to have that mindset of just focusing on the little things that will get me to the bigger goal eventually. And that's all that I'm working on right now. So yeah, uh, I just wanted to let you guys know where I'm at. I mean, I'm not I mean, things could be worse, obviously. Things could be worse, but I can only deal with my own situation and my own circumstances. And right now, this is where I'm at, and hopefully I can get better and be able to walk again. Maybe have shoes that don't turn my feet red and burn and um, hurt my ankles when I walk. That would be great. And maybe it would make things a little bit better in physical therapy. I don't know. Maybe going to the urologist, maybe they'll find something. I don't know. I'm going to see the ear, nose, and throat specialist. Who knows what they're going to do? I don't know. There's a lot going on. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I think I covered everything. I think. If I missed something, oh well. Like I said, my my memory a lot of the times feels like water. So, or two separate snowflakes. I don't know. However you want to describe it, it's like it's hard to um, remember things. So, I try to keep it to the stuff that I can think of. And I do things also to distract me from the pain, like listening to music, watching a movie. Like right now, I'm watching the Weather Channel. I know you might think, what, the Weather Channel? But I love the Weather Channel. Um, I love weather. I don't know. I'm an Earth sign, so it's probably why. And I crochet, which helps me to take my mind off of that. Um, I love all my animals when they're around, and that helps to kind of, it's almost like their energy recycles as much as it can of my, and they give me back like positive feedback energy, if that makes any sense to anybody. Um, so yeah, so oh, I spend time with my son as much as I can, but I've been in a lot of pain lately that it's been harder and harder to do the things that he does because he loves video games and they have such a high piercing noise and he loves it on high and not only that, it's like sonic and it's going so like my brain cannot go as fast as that game goes, and it literally makes me feel nauseous, like I can't even watch it. It's and I'm not trying to be mean to him, I literally can't watch it. um so yeah, but but I do spend time with him um in other ways as well, so um yeah, I'm doing the best that I can, and that's all that I can do. At any given time, I'm doing the best that I can, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm sharing with you guys today. So for anyone out there who is going through a hard time, just remember, keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward, because that's all that any of us can do, even if it's hard, because the only way to get to where you want to go is to go through it. There's no other way. I mean, I guess you could cheat, but in the long run, it won't work out. I think we all know that. But just do the best you can. Know that there's hope. Know that you can get to where you want to be, but you have to have patience and you have to have the mindset and the willingness to want to do what you need to do to change your life, to make the best life that you can possibly have and live. So that's what I want for you, and that's what I want for myself. So, Lord, I hope you're hearing me, and I hope that you can help me get to this place. I know it's going to take a while, but I need your love, support, and guidance if you think that it's fair for me to have that. So, thank you. Hold on. That's what I'm almost saying. So, I was baptized Catholic. What can I say? Um, so yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys had a lovely Thanksgiving. I hope you're all being safe out there, wearing your masks, social distancing, following the rules, you know, that peace and love everywhere, and just making the most of your life with love, compassion, respect, honesty, and integrity, and all that other stuff. So, all right, thank you for watching. I love you all. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you in my next video. Peace and love. Bye, guys. It won't stop.